Good morning, everybody. It's not that good. Drizzly and foggy. It's been raining a lot, like the whole last week almost. So we're in the car, not on the bike, due to weather. The weather is one thing that I didn't realize how much rain and crappy weather we got until I started working on the bike. now I notice it every day that it happens. Yeah, right here at the hub where all the restaurants are, I get like 1 bar of signal. It's terrible. 4 miles for $9. Not terrible, not great. And I had a couple of bangers yesterday. I had back-to-back $20 tips to the same house. I had a McDonald's order. And I took it out to the house, and as soon as I dropped it off, I got the $20 tip. I was like, holy crap, I sent him a thank you text and all that. Then I got an Arby's order. I was like, all right, I'll go to Arby's. It was a decent order. Because Doordash hides our tips, so we don't see all of it all the time. And this one was like $7, going like 4 miles or something. And it was to the same house. I was like, holy crap, they ordered again? So I drive the Arby's back to their house, another $20. So yeah, that's always nice when that happens. And I filmed yesterday during all that, but I got no audio on my video again. Something's wrong with the microphone adapter or something, because I had a microphone plugged in, still didn't get any audio. I tried all the tricks, unplugging it, plugging it back in, all that, trying to select it in the menu. I don't know what the deal is with GoPro and microphones. They're terrible. So you might get some ambient noise today while we're doing this. Hopefully it's not too bad. Looks like the sun is going to come out when this fog lifts. If it ends up being a nice day, I'm going to be kind of ticked that I'm not on the bike. So I get to pocket more money when I'm on the bike. So in DoorDash news, we had I'm working a really small zone right now. And all the regular dashers, it's kind of like a core group of us. And we all know each other. We're friends. We hang out and share data and information with each other. So we've got a pretty good handle on who's out doing what. And we notice like when somebody new starts up. Because we see a lot of people just come and go because they don't quite understand DoorDash and what all is really involved with it. And as soon as they find out there's more to it than just, I'll just go make some fast cash, they just disappear. But we had a guy start up, and on his very first day, he got attacked by a dog. First day he tried it. And when I say attacked by a dog, I don't mean he got bit by a dog. He got mauled by a Rottweiler. And he had to go in for surgery, because it tore like the calf muscle of his leg away from the bone. I mean, it mauled him. It wasn't a bite. It was a mauling. And so he says that's his last day of DoorDashing. First and last day. I don't know the guy. My wife knows him, and some of the other dashers know him. But I feel bad for the guy. I've only had one run-in with a dog. I do have run-ins with dogs, but most of them are friendly. I've got one place I drop to a lot. They've got a little Chihuahua, and he is so cute. And he comes barreling down the sidewalk every time I pull up. He's running out there to see me, and this little bitty Chihuahua. Little Chihuahua dog. He's funny. And I got bit by a pit bull one day. But the pit bull was playing. It wasn't trying to attack me. It just kind of grabbed me. And I understood, by the dog's demeanor, what he was up to. He just wanted some attention. He wanted somebody to play with him. So I played with him a little bit. But my wife, she kind of freaked out when I told her about it. She's like, you got bit by a dog. I'm like, no, I didn't get bit by a dog. The dog just kind of grabbed a hold of me, trying to get me to come play with him. That's all that was. So I do have a lot of good interactions with dogs and things like that. But I had one where this dog, you can tell by their demeanor and things like that. You can read a dog a little bit. This one, I could tell by the way it was acting that it hadn't had a good life. I don't want to say the dog was abused or beaten or anything, but it was a large female pit bull, and you could tell she had several litters under her belt. So I don't know if they were just breeding her or what, but she was really standoffish looking, you know, head down looking up at me, not in a sad tone, but in a what's your intentions tone. So this dog is eyeballing me up and down. And it was chained up in the yard, but it was chained up to the front door. So that people could like open the front door, chain their dog up and let it go without having to go outside. And they wanted me to bring the food to the door. And I was like, there was no way I was stepping into that dog's radius of his or her tie-out just because of her demeanor. I called them, made them come out and get their food because I didn't trust that one. So you kind of got to learn to read dogs a little bit. But apparently this guy didn't have a chance. The dog was loose in the yard. He stepped in the yard to bring the food up to the door, and it just got him. Gotta be careful out here. So I figured I'd just throw the camera in, do a little vlog. It's much easier to do this in the car than it is on the bike, dealing with microphones and power on, off, you know, things like that. So I figured I'd let you guys ride along with me today while I'm stuck in the car. Got my new watch. It's here. Very pleased. My process of determining which one I was going to buy, I think, paid off. I think I made a good choice. Got two little nitpicks with it, but it might be things I can address. So I'll do when I go camping, I'll take like my top 3 watches and we'll do a watch video. Why those are my top 3. For those interested, we'll make it like a standalone video, so it's not like making the camping video longer. Because I still want to do the kind of different camping video this time. I'm trying to make that happen. I did film a video on the Himalayan that I had to scrap. I had to scrap the whole thing because I started off, you know, on a little mini adventure, and then when I got to the destination, I couldn't do what I had set out to do. The premise of the video was gone. So all I had was footage setting up a scenario and then no scenario. So that stunk. That was like a whole day off wasted. I'm going to try to do it again, but I've got to find some things out first when I can actually do it, is basically it. Big old Great Dane right there. We are currently in my little parking spot here where I kind of camp out waiting on orders. And I'll pick up a few early morning orders before the real rush starts in about 30 minutes. So this is just kind of slow, but we got another McDonald's order. So we're going to head over there. And this is a good spot. I usually park in that spot that I was just in or the one next to it. It's kind of a corner of a parking lot. Depending on where the shade is at what time of day. And it's a good spot because it puts you in proximity of Hardee's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Papa John's, a little mom and pop's restaurant, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Wendy's, and Arby's. So it's kind of, this is like the big hub right here. We've got another hub on the other end of town, but it's smaller. There's Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays, Burger King, and Subway. And they don't get as many orders as this area here. So this is my main camping spot. So let's go get this McDonald's. I'll be right back. And we are back. Making the money, making the money. Alright, so we got that one dropped off. And we're getting out of downtown. And right now is about the time when I'll start seeing other Dashers show up. It's about the first hour, 45 minutes to an hour, I've kind of got the town to myself, so I get a few kind of little short bonus runs in before the day really picks up. Like I said, most of us regular dashers, or the full-timers, there's a handful of us, but we all know each other and we hang out and stuff. And we work, even though we're actually competing against each other for these orders, we're actually working in cooperation with each other by sharing information, road closures, where the speed traps are, So we work in what's called co-opetition, where we're cooperating, but we're competing at the same time. But it's a friendly atmosphere. All right, we are back to our sitting spot, and we'll sit around for a little bit, and hopefully things pick up in about 15-20 minutes. Because if I can make it back here, business is slow. So if I can do an order, get it done, drive all the way back here, sit, business is slow. If I don't make it back here before I get another order, then business is good, because I'm just running non-stop. Some days it's good, some days it's fast, and somebody's blocking my parking spot. And mother bitches. We got an order, and we're going right here. Where's this going? Yep, we'll take that. Alright, so we're going to Hardee's. We just happen to be in their parking lot. It's nice when the buildings are plainly marked. And I got to remember to leave a straw. Because Hardee's didn't pack a straw with this, so I carry extras. I keep all kinds of like ketchups and Arby's sauces and straws and napkins, things in the bag, eating utensils, just in case I need to pull something out of the bag. Be right back. Alright, so we got McDonald's again. And we're kind of going to the extreme edge of my zone. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a run. Yeah, I turned the camera off too soon. There's a dog back there laying in the middle of the road. Just chilling out. Just laying in the road. So as I'm pulling up, I'm like going over all the instructions. Do I need to leave it at the door, hand it to him, whatever. Get everything ready to roll. This is a hand it to me, so I got to knock on the door and give it to him. I shall return. Oh, you just gotta love orders like that. Yeah, let's take that one too. She ordered food. She's at work. Ordered food to her house on accident. So I was up there banging on that door for like 15 minutes. I called her, told her I'm here. I'm not getting any answer at the door. She's like, all right, I'll be there in a minute. Still never shows up. And then she finally texted me. She's like, oh, I'm at work. I'm not at home. I'm like, well, I just drove 7 miles to bring you some food. And you're not even here. She's in the town where I got the food from. Some people. So her kids get her food before they go to school. Yeah, I really need to get me one of those little Insta 360 Go cameras, those little bitty ones, or some kind of body camera or something. Because when I just picked up at Hardee's, that was a good example of why I always wear the hat. Sometimes I'll even put magnets on my car doors, you know, Doordash magnets, and I've got lights and things in the car. And a lot of dashers try to dash incognito. They don't want people to know that they're actually doing this for some reason. I don't care. But a lot of them kind of look down upon wearing, you know, the hat or having things on your car. I don't. And I do that for the merchants and the customers. So when I walked in to pick up that order, as soon as I walked in the door, I could hear them start going, you know, they were actually saying, hey, DoorDash is here, get that order ready. And they got me my order pretty quickly. Where if I didn't have the hat and everything when I walked in, I'd have stood in line like everybody else, waiting my turn, and I'd still probably be back there waiting on this order. So that's why I always wear the hat, and I carry my bag into most restaurants due to that, so they can identify who I am and why I'm there as soon as I walk in the door. Plus the customers appreciate it as well, because they don't know who's pulling up in their driveway. Now they should be expecting somebody to be pulling up in their driveway, but it's not always the case. We had another dasher who actually pulled up in the wrong driveway, thinking he was at the right place. And the homeowner at the house where he was at came out with a gun, wanting to know why he's, you know, trespassing on his property. So make sure you know where you are. And like I said, I always try to, you know, identify myself and my vehicle, so when people see it, they know why I'm there. There's no question about it. Ice-T, the rapper, had an issue with Amazon when they started having people just deliver, you know, like this. He actually pulled a gun, and because somebody was creeping around his house. Come to find out, there was somebody there to deliver things to him from Amazon, but he didn't know that. He wasn't expecting it. So this gig economy, just trying to get people to pick up and deliver things kind of like on their way somewhere, doesn't work quite that way. So like I said, I try to advertise who I am and why I'm out here, so there's no mistakes. All right, we're going renegade here for a second. I'm back at Hardee's, but I wanted to show you guys something. You see the fog starting to lift. Now you can see the mountains and blue skies. So it looks like it's going to clear up and we're not going to get rain, so I'm going to be switching to the bike here probably about lunchtime. So let's go in here and pick up this order. Alright, so we picked up our Hardee's again. And we're getting out of here. So I'm going to drop this off. And since the sun has come out and it doesn't look like it's going to rain, I'm going to go switch to the bike, which pretty much means I'm going to end this video. So I'm going to end this right here, and then I'll go drop this off. And I will catch you guys next time, and hopefully we get some bike videos going. Take care. Bye.